Hey folks, it's Frithgar here, how you doing? Welcome back to Broadacres, the highly unrealistic Australian map that we're playing, or highly unrealistic series on the Australian map, I should say, because the map itself is not unrealistic. It's flat, very, very flat, but if you take a look at some videos of Australia in this area, which is, I think, South Australia in the middle, it's flat like this. It's just dead flat, all of it. So yeah, it is quite realistic. I have had a suggestion. Let me just quickly do this. Helper refill fuel by. Switch that one off, and we'll see how long it takes for some of these vehicles to use up all of their fuel. And I quite like that idea, so I figured that I would go for it. Now, you probably know that I am a little bit croaky and wheezy at the moment, because I have a really, really bad cold. My whole family have had a really bad cold right across Christmas, so I really hope that you had a great Christmas. We did have a good Christmas, but we've all had miserable stinking colds, which has kind of put a little bit of a damper on things. It also means that I am struggling to talk. I have a very sore throat. I feel like I've been gargling nails. And as a result, I had a choice to make this week. I could either do very short episodes and at least do something, or not do any content at all. So I have gone for, as you can see, shorter episodes. I don't know how long they'll be. I will go until I can go no longer, but they are definitely going to be shorter than usual. So I apologize for that, but I figured you'd rather have something than nothing. And so this is what we're going to go for. So yes, we've got the big bud here, and he is going to consume fuel now, and all of the others are going to consume fuel as well until such time as something runs out. And we'll sort of make a decision after that. The next thing we need to talk about is the tractor. Now, some people really... I haven't made any changes to this one. I've been on my Christmas break, so I've not yet made any changes to it at all or anything like that. Some people have said that they did not like the Lego tractor at all. I even had a few people said that they are no longer going to watch any of my videos because of the Lego tractor. However, I asked you last week if you wanted me to change the main tractor that we use on this channel. Did you want me to use the Lego tractor, or did you want me to stick with using the roll-in tractor? 2,227 people have answered that question. And of the 2,217 people that answered that question, 706 of you want me to stick with the roll-in, and 1,511 of you love this tractor and want me to keep using it. Some of you did not like the way that I was doing lots of jumping around last week. Okay, that was a very bad landing. However, more comments seem to be along the lines of you really did enjoy it and you'd like me to do more. So, I'm aware that this Lego tractor has divided the community somewhat. But I need to kind of look at the bigger picture for this. And the bigger picture is that this is an unrealistic series. It's not a realistic series. This series is all about being unrealistic and doing things that are not normally what you would see in a simulator game. It's normally we play it like a simulator. We do things sensibly. This is the one area where we can let our hair down and we can do whatever we want. We can play, we can have fun, we can do ridiculous things that we wouldn't do anywhere else. And so for that reason, obviously we are going for this tractor as our main tractor on the farm, because that is what people have wanted, that is what people have said. But I will keep doing... A lot of people really enjoyed me doing the jumps and stuff. I'm not going to do all the time, because I'm aware that, we're not just going to be doing silly playing like that all the time. We're doing our tasks, we're doing them in an unrealistic way, but I will be doing that again. I will keep this unrealistic. It's about having fun, having a laugh, and just generally enjoying ourselves. So yes, there will be more of that. So for some of you, that is going to be disappointing news. For some of you, that's going to be, really good news. Can't please all of the people all the time. So I've long since given up trying to do that one. However, the roll-in tractor is definitely going to... the roll-in tractor will come back, but this Lego tractor is now going to be our main tractor here in this game. So I'm just bringing this one... I've not got any particular plan for this one. I was just going to have a little, a quick sort of spin around with it. I had a I had a suggestion from someone about what we could try with this. I don't actually remember if we... Let me just reset this one a minute. So we just need to make the map a little bit bigger like that. And I think I just need to go in there. There we go. So we've done that bit. So actually I can leave this one here in the woods. That's fine. I can stop right there. And then if I jump out a minute, I can then teleport myself, just me on my lonesome, down over here, and we can take a look at what we've got down here. Now, I don't remember if I got rid of the ramps. I didn't. Right, I kept the ramps here. Now, I had a suggestion of what we could try with this, and I thought it was a really, really good suggestion. So I'm going to do that. I'm not going to use the lorry for it this time, the truck. I'm going to just do it very quickly with the Lego tractor. Actually, we'll go and get the other Lego tractor. This one. Somebody suggested, rather than trying to drive the thing in a straight line, because obviously we were struggling with that a little bit in order to get it perfectly lined up. What I could do instead was actually use the GPS mod, and use the GPS mod to get us lined up. So I'm just going to do that once down across here. We're going to use the GPS mod, and we're going to see if we can use that to get us in an absolutely dead straight line all the way down across. So let me just bring that one over here. I haven't made the alterations that I want to make to it yet. See, like I said, I've been on my Christmas break, so I figured that I would do that this coming week, and then we can take a look at it. So let me just make that a little bit bigger there, and I reckon that that would be a pretty good spot. So let's just line that one up, and there, I think that's it. We can just go. See if we can get to 530 kilometers an hour before we hit the bottom. I'm not doing... no. Okay. Well, it was a lovely thought, but it doesn't like it. It absolutely doesn't like it. It's trying to overcorrect. The game won't allow me to go... That's it. That's the GPS mod going. If I turn the GPS mod off a minute, and I do it myself, I can just bring that one up. I can hold it a lot steadier than the game. So the game does actually correct at quite a high rate. It's far more than I thought it was. I genuinely thought that was going to work. Let's just run this one, just as it is, all the way down here, and we'll see what it does. So we'll try and keep it reasonably lined up with the GPS, well, the marking that the GPS has laid out. Oop, I drifted over too far then. But yeah, the GPS mod absolutely does not work, and that genuinely surprises me. I did not think that that would be an issue. Oh well, we'll run it like this. This is fine. We got 460k, 470, 480, 490. Is it going to hit 500? Oh, it was 494, wasn't it? Oh, we've hit the potatoes. Okay, it stopped shaking around like an absolute lunatic now, and we have settled at the very bottom end of the map. So we kind of flew partway across the potato field and then bounced the rest of the way across the potato field all the way down to the bottom end here. So we know that the GPS doesn't work, so it was a good suggestion. Unfortunately that one didn't really work very well, so we'll just put that one back up there for now and we'll leave it be. And then, right, so we've got our pigs over here. Now if we take a look in the actual pigs, we've now got canola, sunflowers, and soybeans. We're at 302,000. We're doing okay for food. Now, we're up to 6,000 pigs almost. And I want to just come back through and take a look at how the corn is doing. It's going fairly slowly in here. We've got some other crops. Well, we've got some other things that we want to do as well. We've got... you just go back to here. We're planting the fields at the moment, and we've got, this field has now been finished. We've got onions planted in there. That's all done. I think we put fertilizer in as well. This one is being planted with millet. And then we've got, the big bud is working away down here. So I was wondering what else to do. I haven't gotten anything for doing the vineyards just yet. That's on my to-do list, but I haven't yet. But what I was actually thinking is I would like to go to field 12. And I would like to plant some grass down here. We haven't got a field of grass, so I would like to plant grass here in this field. So I'm just going to buy this field a minute. We'll buy that one. It's going to be 4 million. And then we're going to go... No, I don't want to do that. I want to go back up here, and we will look through and find some of our solid and steady. So we've got the John Deere here. And if we make that one a bit bigger, we can bring that one down. I don't think we're going to need more than 2 to do this field. This field isn't very big. So if I do that like that, and then we can start this one up. Ooh, no, I don't want to unfold that one. I want to unfold the back one. There we go. And while I move it, let's change the crop to grass. Beans, obviously radishes, grass. There we go. So we're going to plant this field as grass. And then once we've planted it, now my mouse is not working at the moment. I have one on the way. I've been contacted by Logitech. They've said there is absolutely no question that your mouse is causing you some serious problems. There is one on the way, but obviously with the Christmas break and everything, it could take a little bit longer than we'd otherwise want. Generally, though, we will have a mouse at some point. So I will be able to scroll in and out to my heart's content at some point in the future. Just not quite yet, though. Right, what I wanted to do is I want to plant grass in this field. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit closer to that corner so that I can get it started. And then we can sort of just put this one going. And after I've planted a load of grass here, I've got some other plans as well for it. Start that one there. There we go. Let's slow it right down a bit. Now, can I get it right out to the corner? This is the difficult bit here in these fields, is getting it to go right to the very corner. It sort of reached to the corner, but then it gets stuck. It's stuck right on the fence. Although generally speaking, I think it's going to be alright. I'll come out a little bit further, I think. I'll come over to there. I might have a little bit of a gap left in that corner when I come to finish. Start that one there. We'll put that one on hired help, so that will run down across there. I'm going to go and get the next one, which is going to be this smart tracks here. Make the map a little bit bigger, bring that one, and we'll take this one up to this end up here. Do that, and then there, and then we can do that so that we can start unfolding it. And we can start moving. I want to go over to that corner over there. I'm actually going to take it right over to here, and I'll manually go round that corner. Let me quickly change through to the right crop. There we go, so we're on grass. And I can start, and well, I can start manually on this corner, and then we can sort of bring it round, and hopefully it'll fill right into the corner tight again. So lower that one down. There we go. I'm going to go flat out. I've actually slowed down just a teensy bit too much there, I think. And bring it in round like that. I don't think that is going to get the whole... I mean, it might do. I might be over far enough to just... It literally just managed to scrape in and get that. And I'm wondering if I can just drag it away from that fence. Just enough. It's only got to come away a little tiny bit. I mean, mostly I'm in the right place. So it's literally... No, they're still a little bit close. So I need to come out like that, I think. As soon as you move a little bit, the tail does kind of swivel over a bit, and that pushes the drill in a little bit too tight to the fence. But no, I think that's actually going to work. If I press H, is it going to allow it to keep running? Or is it going to stop? It is quite tight to the fence. I reckon when it gets that tree, it's going to go a little bit funny, and it's not going to like it. I want to do 2 passes on the end, because I think that is then enough for it to be able to turn properly when it's doing the other way. And we'll run it up and down the length of the field. Is that going to work? Going to go past a tree? Yes. Okay, so that's going past the tree there. We've got this one. I'm just going to stop this one on the hired help a second, and we'll whiz back around here and put this down. So yeah, as you can see, those of you who are concerned about the Lego tractor, we're not going to be using it all the time. It's going to be replacing the roll-in, so that when we're sort of looking for a tractor to use for something, if we can't decide on a specific one that we want for a particular job, then we will fall back on the Lego tractor instead of the roll-in as kind of a backup tractor. It's the old faithful that we'll use for any particular task that doesn't have a set tractor in mind. So, I mean, the seed drills, I had so many requests to be using the Big Bud Pack, because we don't get to use the Big Bud Pack in other things, but not to use it in a silly fashion, to use it in a sensible fashion. Even though this is like an unrealistic series, we can still do some things as, the way that they were intended. And we don't get to play with the Big Bud stuff for most of our other series. So yeah, I figured, well, that's a really good idea. We'll start using it on this one instead. So I just want to bring that right round there. So yeah, ramming it up against the fence and you're sort of lining it up like that. Obviously that isn't realistic, but that's the kind of thing that we can get away with in this series, because it's a lot different to any other series that we're going to do. Just bring that one there. Hopefully that is over enough that it will just reach it. Ooh, that is really well guessed, isn't it? That is fantastic. Right, we'll let that one run back over, and then I will go to you, and I don't want you to go yet because I need to do that corner. So we're going to have to spin round and try and get that corner out. And in tomorrow's episode, I'm hoping that we can make a start on what I'd actually like to use this field for. I've kind of got a plan. There's something that I want to try out and see how well it works, as I've not tried it anywhere else, and I would eventually like to be able to use this mod. It's been in my mods folder for quite a while. It's just one straight off the Modhub, so it's there available to use for anybody. It's just that I've not really used it. I haven't used it at all yet, and it does look like it would be really good. I've missed a tiny little bit there on the corner. You know what? I don't really mind about that. I think we can live with that. I'll bring this one right round like that. There we go. Spin round on itself, and come over back round this way here. And now I'll put it going again. I think that's all of the... We've got a tiny little bit on that corner. And like I said, I really don't mind about that. It's just going to be grass in here. And we're not going to be doing a great deal with it. So it's probably going to be okay. So I'll just press H there and start that one. Let's go to you. And you are almost down to the end. 2 passes is probably enough. She is very laid back. She is extremely laid back. Look at that. She's not twisted out sideways like they have been previously, but that is a seriously laid-back driver. That is brilliant. That is so going to be my screenshot. Seriously laid-back driver. That is awesome. I love that. Brilliant. Right. Yeah, I reckon 2 passes is probably enough to be able to allow a full turn. So if we let this tractor just come up to the end here, there's going to be a little tiny strip there that's not quite done, but I can sort that out in just a moment. It's going to stop there, and if we spin round in a circle now, come up over here, and then we can just catch that little bit that hasn't been done. As you can see, there's less than a width there, which is perfect. That's exactly what we want. And lower that one down in there, and just pull through there. On a little bit more. I reckon we can come around that corner. Is that going to be enough? Just. It is just. I mean, yes, there is some left over. I think there might just be a little tiny bit, that's not done right. Why are you stopping? Seriously, why are you stopping? There is no need for you to be stopping. I hope it's not going to be doing this all. I might have to manually do this one, just a single pass up through, which I didn't really want to do because it's going to interfere with getting the other one lined up. Let's try that again. Go there, press H. Okay, it seems to be going at the moment. It might have just been the tree interfered with it a little bit. So I'll bring this one over here now. Let me just bring that there. Right, so I want this one to just lift out of the ground here once it's done, which is there. That's fine. And we can spin round, and we will drive back up to the other side of the field. And we can start working up and down from the other end of the field. Hopefully helper I is not going to do anything silly like stop and turn around. We'll have to go and check that one in just a second, make sure that it's okay, and then we can set this one going. I'm just going to put this one going, and we'll jump back to helper I and make sure it doesn't do anything silly. And then I'm really going to have to go. So my weekly question. I completely forgot about asking my weekly question. I'm really sorry that I don't sort of sound enthusiastic. I'm aware that I kind of sound a bit monotone today, but I'm trying my hardest not to talk very loud. I'm trying my hardest not to get too excited about anything because of my throat. It's really quite painful. It's painful to talk, and I've got this big bottle of cough medicine right beside me that is helping. Sort of soothes me. I'm swigging from the bottle. I'm not sure you're supposed to drink cough medicine by swigging it straight out of the bottle, but I figure I might as well give it a go. It's gonna help. It's gotta be better than not doing anything at all. And it does seem to be relieving the pressure somewhat. So I'm able to excuse me, I'm able to keep going with this. But yeah, I've got a... I can either... this is a question for next week, because we got the vineyard right there, and I'm kind of thinking it'd be really cool if we could go and take a look at that. However, some people are not going to want me to do that. There is another mod that I've got installed that is on Modhub, and that is auto tree harvesting. So I'm giving you a straight choice between, do I go and get the mods required for the vineyard, and so that I can harvest some grapes and we can do some stuff with the grapes starting next week, or do I go and do a little bit of forestry, cutting down some trees? I don't know how much we'll do, but we'll at least be able to explore properly this mod that is supposed to be auto tree harvesting. I don't know how it works, but it does actually look pretty interesting. How much of it will automate, I've got no idea. So it's going to be a bit of a surprise to me, as much to me as it is to you. I imagine that some of you will have already tried it out, but it's your vote, it's your game. Head into the comment section down below, let us know which one you want and why, and of course don't forget to actually cast your vote in the top right hand corner. Would you like me to do the vineyards next week and get some mods for harvesting the grapes and stuff, or would you like me to use this automated tree harvesting mod that is available on Modhoster? Right, we'll just see what this one's going to do. It's going to make the turn. I got a feeling that I don't have quite enough... Oh no, it might just be the corner there. We'll let this corner go a minute. We won't worry about that one at all for a minute, and we'll come back to that corner and we'll just sort of tidy it out at the very end. We can leave that one to do whatever it's going to do. It does actually reach all the way round, so we might be okay with that. It might do a decent job. Let's go and see how this one's doing. This one's coming up to the end. But yeah, that's really all I got time for. I need to stop and rest my voice now for a while. So if you enjoyed the episode, then please head down below and give us a like. And if you really enjoyed it, then please tell your friends all about me. Get them to come and watch as well. That would be awesome. And I would just like to add, when you're telling your friends about me, just point out that this is not normally how I sound, and my videos are normally a little longer than this, and I normally try to get a little more enthusiastic about things. This week is a bit of an exception. But until next time, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.